My name is Patrick Faris, and I am coming to you with gratitude from my home in Curtistown, Hawaii. I'm going to be demonstrating today what is essentially a high lunge, or if you have the ability with your hips, make this into a warrior one. So with aerial yoga, of course, our prop, this fabric, we want to make sure that we always feel safe and comfortable with it. Mine is pretty low here for this demonstration. I'd recommend this if you do not have a consistent practice or, a familiar form here. Crash pad or even a spot, somebody watching you. Just make sure that you're comfortable in whatever capacity you have. So starting off here, we're going to find our fabric between the hands. We're going to keep it nice and tight, and we're going to choose one foot of your choice. We're going to take that foot up and just set it into the fabric, maybe on an in-breath there. We're going to reach up high. Now, if I'm behind or in front of my fabric and I lift up, I'm going to swing, which could be uncomfortable. It could help us, Mara might come in, give a little distraction. So use your grounded foot. This is that idea of, you always see like Ganesh with one foot on the ground, one foot in the air. You can think that foot on the ground always grounds us, just like that. So now I'm in the center. I can stay standing on the ground, or I can keep that hand up, keep that foot up. The flying foot in the fabric, however, is going to go in front of us. Arms are still going to stay above us, and you can see how the fabric is starting to push out here. As we start to go up here, because we are centered, we're not going to swing, but that grounded foot, we're going to step high through. We're going to pull the body up with the arms, nice in-breath with the chest there, and now we're in our fabric. So our first entrance here is going to be in a nice stingray into fairy, for namesake. We're going to take our flying foot and we're going to wrap it around, keeping it high. We're going to dorsal flex that foot in so that the top of the foot is pushing on the fabric. If I step down, nothing happens. So we're going to bring that foot into that position, however high is good for you. This is my form. I'm going to reach up and just make sure I have a good hold with the fabric here. And then as I step out, that fabric is going to start to come into the arch of my foot, still dorsal flexing the foot. Much like we say in our warrior one, we want to push in through that pinky side of the foot. So pushing down, pushing outward, externally rotating. You can feel how it's locked. I can slide down comfortably now. I can actually let go. I can readjust that fabric if I want. And again, keeping that foot externally rotated, just to have that nice lock. You can hang out here. Our nice variation of stingray. Really beautiful. So from here, I'm going to grab that fabric below me that I'm sitting on, and I'm going to help move it to my lower back. I'm low enough that I actually come to the floor here. As I move to the lower back, breathing, softly coming down. That extended flying leg needs to stay long. This is part of your balance, that external rotation in your locked foot, and you are in fairy. Nice, beautiful balance. Breathing wherever that form is. And then when you're ready, taking that free foot, having a good grip on the fabric, wrapping it around, swimming those arms up on an in-breath. As my teacher Lisa liked to say, I want to see you swim. Breathe in. When you're in a nice kind of settled position here, you're going to use the upper arms. You're going to pull the body up on an in-breath. And then push around. Still externally rotating that back foot through the pinky side. You can see I'm a little bit more of a high lunge here. If you can square your hips, by all means, you are going to be in that warrior one form, very deep. We're going to reach up, maybe go deeper to our back pull. Breathing. Beautiful forms we can stay in as long as it feels good. As long as your best friend breath is hanging out with you. Coming out, we're going to reach high with our hands. Our locked foot is actually going to come out, and our wrapped leg is going to stay long. And as we come down, that fabric is just going to kind of slide down our tush. Once you hit the ground, you can very easily unwrap, and you're grounded again. Thank you for coming to this session.